SQL is divided into the following languages. General, a data definition language, data manipulation language, data retrieval language, transaction control language, data control language. Okay, in DDL, we can use these statements: create, alter, drop, rename, so on. Next, in DML, we can use these statements: DRL select statement. Okay, like this. Okay, in here, PROC SQL, we can use these three languages only in SQL procedure: data definition language, data manipulation language, data retrieval language. Only these three languages will work in PROC SQL. From these languages, we can use these statements. So these are the statements can be used here. Along with this, here in PROC SQL, we can use set operators, constraints, some options, joins, apostrophe. So these concepts can be used here in SQL procedure, PROC SQL. Okay, see the syntax here. In SAS, SQL is also a procedure, and every procedure will start with the keyword PROC, then procedure name. We can use some options here, and so many statements can be used here. Statements, and this procedure we have to end with quit statement. So base SAS, we have started with data entry, very basic level. So here also we'll start like that. Using base SAS, see how we did data, a data set name. Okay, this one. And one more program, PROC print, just to print the data. So here two programs. This is the data step program to create the data set, and this is the procedure step program to print the data. You can print two programs to create the data set and to print the data. Now see here how to do the data entry by using SQL procedure. PROC SQL table name. Okay, then here variable names and data type. Data type also we should specify here. Okay, it's a numeric variable, num. If it is character variable, char. Only these two data types are available here in SAS. Remember, only num, char. Only two data types are available. And even here also default length is 8 bytes. Okay, if it is not enough, you can specify here. Suppose I'm specifying 20. Like this, you can create the table, then insert character observation should be in the quotes, and one more observation. Okay, I have entered two observations, two values, and I want to print the data. So within this program, you can write select statement, select star from EM. So in the base as say separate program to print the data, PROC print and something. But in SQL procedure in the same program, we are using select statement. Select star means I want to print everything from EMP table. Okay, execute this. You can create a table. is data entry by using SQL procedure. Next, in SQL also you can use only these two data types, num, char. And here data types, employed numeric variable, salary numeric variable, name is the character variable. And see by default for employed salary length 8. See for name variable I have specified 20. It should 20. Next, to read date values, time values, date time values in the numeric variables in SQL procedure. See here how to do this. Create table name, numeric variable. Okay, here higher date variable is there. So take it as a numeric first of all, and you can apply format, any one format. Suppose date 9. Next, time. Take it as numeric variable, format time 8. Date. Take it as numeric variable, format date time 20. Next, employee ID, time. Take it in this course. Followed by the keyword D. Next, time within the course. Followed by the keyword T. Next, to date time. Same within the course. Followed by the keyword DT. Next, I want to print the data. Okay, execute only one observation. Employee ID, hire date, time, date, time combination. Okay, see here. See, all these are numeric variables only. Hire date, time, date time. So these are the formats I have applied. So like this, we can read date values, time values, and date time values in the numeric variables. Okay. So these are the basic programs, these two. Just a data entry by using SQL procedure. First of all, say alter statement. So here we can add the columns, we can drop the columns, and we can modify the columns width. In alter statement, we have three options: add, drop, modify. With three options. First, add option. So by using add option, we can add new variables to the existing table. Suppose here, PROC SQL. I want to print EMP table. See how to print here. Select star from EMP. We can print. Okay, it's an existing table EMP. Here we have three columns: employee ID, name, salary. Now I want to add two more columns here. Two new columns I want to add. So here, alter table name, add. If I want to add bonus, it's a numeric variable. Job, it's a character variable. So I have added two new columns: bonus, job. Okay, two new columns added. Then how to update the data in the new columns? So according to any one reference variable, you can update the data here. Okay, sal is the reference variable. So based on the condition. So here set bonus is equals to 500. Salesman wage salary greater than or equals to 15,000. So less than or equals to 15,000 and greater than 15,000. Okay, execute. Okay, here see it is showing job bonus 1000 job analyst because his salary greater than 15,000. So here salary 10,000 means less than 15,000. So first condition satisfied, this one. So it is showing bonus 500 job salesman. See, like this we can update the data in the new columns. We can add the columns, and in the new columns we can update the data. So by using add option we can add the columns to an existing table. Next, drop option to drop the columns. This is simple. Okay. Now from this table I want to drop these two columns, salary, bonus. Alter table, table name, drop salary, bonus. So while dropping, no need to specify the data type, just you can specify the variable names, column names. So those two columns drop. Next, modify option. So we can modify the variables width. Okay, in EMP table, see name is the text variable, length is 20, but 20 is not required, just 12 is enough. Maximum names are having 12 characters. Okay, max is 12 is enough. Alter table, table name, modify name. It's a character variable and 12 is enough. Okay, now check here. See, name now length is 12. We can use modify option like this. So these are the three options in the alter statement. Add to add the columns, drop to drop the columns, modify to modify the columns width. Next, drop statement. Say this is an option here, drop option. This is the drop statement. We can drop the tables from the library. So table means nothing but data set. In SQL you are calling tables, columns, like general terminology. Okay, if you want to drop the tables from the library permanently, we can use the drop statement. So, drop table. I want to drop these three tables. So you have to specify here what are the tables you want to drop. If I want to drop these three tables, so I have written. See, three tables deleted from here. Next, delete statement. So here we can delete observations from the table. Select star from here. Okay, now I'm just printing the table in SQL Procedure. Okay, execute this. See, it's showing like this. See, in SQL Procedure, it is not printing the default OBS column. So it is difficult for us to know how many observations are there. So if you're printing the data like this in print procedure, by default print the OBS column. So this is the default column OBS. So here we can see the observations number. Okay, 14 observations are there. But here, when you are printing here like this in SQL procedure, it's not printing OBS column. So if you want to get the default observations number, so here you can use the option number. Then it will create a column row numbers. Say row or row numbers. See, and here we can see the row numbers. 14 rows. It's 14 observations. By using this option, number option. Okay, from here now I need to delete some observations permanently. Okay, as per the requirement now, I need to delete the employees who are having the salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Those employees are not required for our company now. We need to fire those employees. Where salary greater than or equals to 3,000. Okay, then see here how to write the condition. Delete from EMP where salary greater than or equals to 3,000. Okay, execute now. Okay, now here in our company we have only 11 employees. 3 employees fired. So we can delete the observations permanently. Okay, next one more condition. Uh, any other condition. Suppose if salary greater than or equals to 2,500 and the commission also greater than or equals to 500, then only I want to delete. Where salary greater than or equals to suppose 2,000 and commission greater than or equals to 500. If these two conditions satisfied, then it will delete. So two more observations deleted like that. So based on the conditions, we can delete the observations here. So if you are writing like this without any condition, just delete from EMP. In this case, it will delete all observations from the EMP table. If there is no condition, it will delete everything here. See, now see here EMP, 0 observations. Means all observations deleted. So delete statement to delete observations from the table. Okay, next describe statement. To view the table structure in the log window. So here we can view variable names, attributes. Attribute means data type, length, format, label, this information. And a constraints list. If the table is having constraints, here we can see the list also. See here. Describe table name. Log window. So EMP table in the work library and the table size it is showing. And here we can see the variable names first, employee number, employee name, so on. And here we can see the attributes, numeric variable, format, informat, label, this. Actually this table doesn't have any constraints. If constraints are there, it will show the constraints list also here. While discussing the constraints, again I will show you this. So like this we can see the table structure in the log window. Next, select statement. To retrieve the data from the database, means we can print the output. And in select statement we can use these options, where, group by, order by, distinct. So four options we can use, where, group by, order by, distinct. So one by one, where option. To print only those observations where the condition is satisfied. If you write it like this, it will print everything from the MP table, all observations from the MP table. So all observations from the MP table here. But while printing, I want to print only selected observations based on the condition. Suppose hire date is the reference variable. I want to print only those employees who were joined in the company before 1981 April 1st. Okay, see how to write the condition, where hire date less than or equals to 01 April 1981. You see, three employees were joined in the company before 1981 April 1st. See, these three employees. Suppose between the dates, between this one and October 1st. I want to print only those employees who were joined in the company between April 1st to October 1st. See, 5 employees joined between April 1st to October 1st, 1981. See, between those two dates only. So here we can write the condition like this. Next, based on the salaries, where sal between next one more and one more like this. You can write multiple conditions also joined by logical operators. See, these two observations satisfied all those conditions. Salary between 1000 to 2000 satisfied. Commission between 500 to 1500 satisfied. Department number 30 satisfied. So multiple conditions also we can write joined by logical operators. So by using where we can write the condition. If this condition is satisfied, then we will print those observations. So using group by, we can create groups of related information. And which variable you are going to select in the group by? First of all, you should select that one the column, select statement. Let us see. Okay, employee table. Here for sal variable, I want to calculate the total. You see here, select sum of salary as total salary. I'm calculating total for salary variable, and for that column I'm giving this name, total salary. This is the total salary, 29,025. But I want to calculate the total salary according to the group wise, department wise. Then first select the grouping variable here in the select statement, department name. So now here you can write group by department. See, department number. Here we have three groups, 10, 20, 30. In the department number 10, this is the total salary. Next in department number 20, department number 30, groups of related information. Okay. It's group wise. Anything, even job wise. Suppose job wise I want. So these are the jobs. Analyst, total salary 6,000. For clerks, this much. For managers, this. To create groups of related information. So in the same way we can apply any other functions, either numeric or cat or anything. So I want to calculate the frequency. N, frequency. Next I want to calculate the average. So we can apply the functions. See the 10th department, 3 employees. For them average salary, total salary. In 20th department, 5 members. For them say average salary, total salary. 30th department, 6 employees. For them say average salary, total. So group by option. Next we are having clause. So it is same like where we can write the condition by using having. Say after group by we can't use where option. So in that case we should use only having to write any condition after the group by. Suppose here it's printing like this. But in the output I don't want to print all departments. I want to print only those departments where the total salary greater than or equal to 9,000. That is my condition. Okay, here after the group by if you are using where, it won't work. Greater than. It will show an error. Showing an error here. Means you can't use where after group by. And here it is showing the list. What are the operators can be used after the group by. See here we can use having. See this. So by using having also you can write the condition. So here I can use. So now it is printing only those departments where the total salary greater than or equals to 9,000. Having. Next order by option. So here we can sort the data, and by default it will sort the data in the ascending order, increasing order. You see the class data. Data is not in the sorting order according to the age variable. Now I want to sort according to the age variable while printing. So here you can write order by age. So by default we'll sort the data in the ascending order. So age increasing order. So from 11 to 60. Next, to sort the data in the descending order. So after the variable name, here you can write this DS, descend. See, we can sort the data in the descending order from 16 to decreasing. Even you can take more than one variable also here. First of all, gender, in the gender age. So gender ascending, age descending. So gender, text variable. So first of all female state, then all male state. So age reverse. Like this. And if you want to print only these two variables in the output, so here instead of star, you can write these two variables, gender, age. I want to print only these two. So we can print only selected variables. So order by option. Next, a distinct option. So to print the unique observations. It won't print any duplicate here. Now, just I want to know what are the departments in this company, EMP. EMP table, I want to see what are the departments. But see here it is repeating observations. So it would be difficult for you to know what are the departments available. You have to check manually. So if you are writing here distinct option, so now it's easy. Okay, well there are only three departments. These 10, 20, 30. It's easy. It's not printing any duplicate. Unique observations. I want to see what are the jobs, designations. Distinct option. So these are the four options here, where group by, order by, distinct. This is about the select statement. Okay, next one more simple concept, set operators. So these union all, union, intersect, except. So in SAS we are calling except operator, but in general SQL minus operator. But in SAS we are calling as except. So union all. So this will combine the records of multiple tables having the same structure but including duplicates. So here we can append the tables like set statement, vertical matching one by one, but including duplicates. Union. This will combine the records of multiple tables having the same structure without duplicates. So generally when we'll use the append concept, if there are some tables with the same table structure, then we'll use the append concept to append the tables, this one. So if you're using union, same concept. we can append the tables without duplicates. Next, to intersect. This will give the common records of multiple tables having the same structure. Only common observations between the tables. Except operator. This will give the records of a table whose records are not in other tables having the same structure. So it will take the observation from the first table only which are unique. So here two tables, EMP table. The three variables, employee ID, name, salary. 4 observations. Next to employee 1. So these are the variables, employee ID, name, salary. 4 observations. But see, this is the common observation in both the tables. Common observation. Now between these two tables I will use the set operators. First, union all. PROC SQL. I'm using this option number. Select sort from EMP. Union all. Select sort from EMP. Now it will append two tables. So we'll get total 8 observations. See here. See how many rows? 8. Because it has taken the same row 2 times. 103D 30,000, 103D 30,000. It's duplicate. So this is the concept here. It is allowing the duplicates in the union all. And one more thing, select is always only to print the data like this. But I want to save the results now in the new data set. It's here to save the results in the new data set. In total SQL, anywhere. If you want to save the results in the new data set, before the select, first to create table name as. Okay, in this table it will save the results now. See? New table created, employee results. So here you can see the total 8 observation and this is the result. So results saved here. Before the select, create table name as. Like that you can save the results in the new data set. Otherwise just it will print the data only. Okay, next union. So now here we will get only 7 observations without duplicates. Say output 7 observations. Because see this one is only one without duplicates. Next intersect. Intersect means only common observations between the tables. So between these two tables, this is only the common observation. If you print only this one. See. Next, except. Except, see here I have written EMP except EMP1. So here 4 observations. But this one is available here also. It's not unique. So it will print only these 3 here. Only unique observations from the first table. Minus operator, except operator. So these four are the set operators: union, all, union, intersect, except. So based on these, one frequently asking question, same tables and see the required output. Okay, MP1 tables. Now here you need to create a new data set, employee results. So these are the variables, same employee name, salary. We have to keep only 6 observations. So 3 observations from here, these 3, 100, 101, 102, and 3 from here, 104, 105, 106. Means I don't want to keep 103 even one time also. I don't want that. Remaining 6 observations I want to keep. So how to do this? So okay, try this. Create table name as. Now select star from EMP except select star from EMP1. So here EMP1 except EMP, and I want to print the results. In one program we can use more than one set operator. All set operators also you can use if it is required. Okay, I am creating a new data set with this name, employee results. First of all, I have said EMP except EMP1. So these 3 observations. Next to EMP1 except EMP. So these 3 observations. Between these I am using union. So to append. So total will get here 6 observations. See. So as per our requirement. So in one program we can use different set operators also.